Have a seat, sir. And I say this with a lot of pride also that he really is one of those sports enthusiasts slash promoters जो puts the money where the mouth is. अगर कुछ बोलते हैं किसी चीज के बारे में, इसके लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है. So I top my hat off to you, sir. You really are. And I love the chashma. It's matching with the t-shirt. And of course the global sports team. And lot of respect. जब एक एक का मैं अब लाइन पढ़ूंगा, ये जानना जरूरी है कि क्या करते हैं और कैसे इतने इन्वॉल्व हैं स्पोर्ट के अंदर. मिस्टर हेमल जैन, फाउंडर एंड पार्टनर ऑफ ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स, रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर हैं, सुपर पैशनेट अबाउट स्पोर्ट्स, हैविंग प्लेड क्रिकेट फॉर मुंबई. सर इसके लिए पहले, माय गॉड, फ्रॉम दैट स्पोर्ट व्हिच यू आर नॉट प्रमोटिंग नाउ टू दिस स्पोर्ट. He started playing pickleball in November 2021. He fell in love with the game. His vision is to promote it all across India and develop infrastructure. So, तालियां sir, thank you. Facility नहीं होगी तो खेलेंगे कैसे? सिर्फ वीडियो गेम में, right? That will be the biggest problem. Then coming up next, Suresh Bhansali, co-founder and partner at Global Sports. He is a stockbroker from Mumbai. Started playing pickleball in September 2018. So one of the earlier players, won many national and international medals in Germany, Phuket, etc. Ranked, now this is the big line, top 5 pickleball players in India in the 50 plus category. Big taaliyan. So we're sitting with ranked players also on this podium. That's the best part. Mihir Khandelwala, co-founder of Global Sports. He's an entrepreneur in the field of plastics recycling, but started playing pickleball in 2015. Hardly 50 players in India. Won a number of medals and titles over the years. Currently one of the top 35 plus players in India and Asia. Mihir ke liye taaliyan. Neeraj S. Jain, a partner and co-founder at Global Sports Pickleball, runs a construction company undertaking government contracts, but Delhi dil mein as usual, sports enthusiast and pickleball lover. Solid player himself, logistical and scheduling backbone. This is the main guy of the company. All the problems, he's the problem solver. Divyesh Jain, a practicing chartered accountant, a core member of the team Global Sports Pickleball, a pickleball addict, and I think they all are. And he runs the finance, operation, and equipment promotion for Global Sports Pickleball. Big time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire team. So big round of applause for them. They've taken it forward. But there's also more people that I'd like to introduce. First, before I introduce this lady who's going to sit right in the middle, there's a lot of Please have a seat. I will introduce, जैसे हर एक फिल्म के किरदार होते हैं, ये प्रोड्यूसर डायरेक्टर बड़े लोग हैं, लेकिन इनकी पिक्चर भी खाली हो सकती है अगर मेन किरदार ना इंट्रोड्यूस हो. हमारे जो लीडिंग प्लेयर्स हैं, all our players. Before I come to them, I don't want to keep them silent for so long, so I'll just have a word or two with you all. शशांक सर, आपसे बात करते हैं. You are, like I said, you are a hobby filmmaker. मुझे ऐसा लगता है.
सर प्लीज मत बोलिए. ये अगर खबर फैल गई तो जो एक दो प्रोड्यूसर बचे वो भी काम देना.
सर आप हॉबी में 100 करोड़ ऐसे मार देते हो सर. आजकल वो तो नहीं हो पा रहा है. यू आर टू गुड एट योर फील्ड. ऐसे मुझे लगता है कई बार, यू नो, स्पोर्ट्स इज समथिंग इंडिया में लोग बोलते हैं, लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर इंटरेस्टेड. बहुत कम लोग लेकिन एक्चुअली कम आउट देयर एंड डिसाइड टू डू समथिंग डिफरेंट. इजी वाला होता है, सस्ता वाला होता है फुटबॉल. एक बॉल दे दिया, 20 लोग खिला दिया. और जिसमें स्किल होता है, जो लोग बहुत देखते हैं, जिनको लगता है वो है क्रिकेट. ये सडनली पिकल बॉल का आना एंड देन यू रियलाइज कि यार बहुत लोग खेलते हैं. सो इसका इंसेप्शन आपके दिमाग में कैसे हुआ?
तो आई थिंक स्पोर्ट जो एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो जिंदगी बचपन से मेरा एक लाइफ का हिस्सा रहा है. आई थिंक मेरा पहला एक्सपीरियंस था जब मैं 3 या 4 साल का था. मेरे पापा टेनिस खेला करते थे. आई वुड जस्ट गो ऑन द कोर्ट्स विद हिम एंड बॉल बॉय का काम करता था. और वो फिर जब अंकल्स खेलना बंद करते थे तो हमें 5 मिनट का मौका मिलता था. दैट्स हाउ द जर्नी बिगैन. पिकल बॉल जब मैं पहली बार देखा और खेला वाज इन एक्चुअली 2018 इन न्यूयॉर्क. एक बार मैंने खेला और एज अ टेनिस प्लेयर मैंने बोला ये क्या है.
क्योंकि कोर्ट साइज आधा है.
हाँ, इसे ये क्या है. बट फिर लॉकडाउन के बाद और मेरी जब फिल्म का प्रोडक्शन खत्म हो गया था, गोविंदा नाम मेरा, आई वाज वांटिंग टू गो बैक टू प्लेइंग स्पोर्ट. और तब आई रियलाइज कि इंडिया में भी पिकल बॉल आ गया है, मुंबई में भी पिकल बॉल आ गया है. एंड जस्ट बाई चांस मैं अपने क्लब पे खेलने गया, वहाँ पर नया कोर्ट बना था. आई सेड यार इंटरेस्टिंग गेम है. और जब मैं सेकंड या थर्ड टाइम खेल रहा था, मैं मिहिर से मिला. मिहिर भी वहाँ पर ऐसी गेम प्रमोट करने आए थे एंड वी स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग एंड ही सेड यार हमारे पास बहुत प्लेयर्स है, बाकी खेलो हमारे साथ. और जब मैं फिर जुहू में जाके खेलने लगा, आई रियलाइज कि इट्स अ वेरी वाइब्रेंट community of players playing, right from 14-15 years of age to Suresh ji 50 plus. We have members who are 60-70 and all very competitive. और बस I just found a opportunity to go and play every day. और जैसे जैसे मैं और स्टडी करने लगा, I said यार ये गेम इंडिया के लिए बहुत सूटेड है. इट इज नॉट वेरी हैवी ऑन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर.
करेक्ट.
इट्स अ गेम जो आप बच्चों को एक पैडल और एक बॉल दे दो. अरुण ने ये पैडल देखा और बोला मेरी बीवी तो मुझे इससे ही मारती है. पर ये वो नहीं है अरुण. इट्स अ पैडल टू प्ले द गेम.
राइट.
एंड आई सेड इट्स वेरी इजी एंड इट्स समथिंग जो अगर लाइक माइंडेड लोग मिल जाए तो आई थिंक कैन रियली हेल्प यंग बच्चों को. एक पैडल और बॉल दे दो हाथ में एंड यू नेवर नो व्हेन द नेक्स्ट चैंपियन कम्स अप. So I think that's my interest, that's my greed, that it's a game which can really seep into the real core of Indian society. It's a simple game. अगर आपके बिल्डिंग में बैडमिंटन कोर्ट है, बस वो नेट को ड्रॉप कर दो नीचे and just start playing pickleball. So I'm really very hopeful for the future.
और ये नेट को डालने की जरूरत नहीं है, यही आके डलवा देंगे. I'll share one statistic with you. 350 से भी ज्यादा प्लेयर्स ने पार्टिसिपेट किया है फॉर दिस चैंपियनशिप जो चालू होने वाला है. 350. मैं क्रिकेट टूर्नामेंट ढूंढने जाना, मेरे को 20 लोग नहीं मिलते खेलने के लिए. 350 प्लेयर कहां से आ गए? एंड दे आर, एंड दैट इज द एवरी डे. लाइक आई सेड, दिस वुड बी वेरी सरप्राइजिंग प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हमारे सारे लोगों के लिए once they realize that so many people are there. But all of you, I want you to share your experiences. शशांक सर थोड़े सबसे ज्यादा जानते हैं मीडिया को, तभी वो बता रहे हैं. But don't be shy today. So as we move forward, also let's start right over there. So your first experiences when you're thinking about, see, when you play a sport yourself. Like earlier, I remember video games आप अकेले खेलते हैं, घर जाके you realize अरे there's a tournament. Then you realize oh my God there's money, and then you realize oh my God दुनिया भर खेल रहे हैं. So how did that suddenly start to happen? Like from a small seed to reaching today here.
So I got introduced to the game because there is a court right outside my window. So every morning for a month,
Right.
I woke up at 7 a.m. and used to see people playing. My dad started thinking, मेरा बच्चे को क्या हो गया है, नीचे क्या देख रहा है, बीवी तो अंदर रूम में है, नीचे किसको देख रहा है.
Right.
And it was the game of pickleball. Every day the knocking of the paddle and the ball, that beautiful noise made me go down. Then we started playing the game, and we started as players back in November 21. And now we are making people play proudly.
This lockdown has been wonderful for all of us. हमने rediscover किया है कि छोटे में कैसे सब कुछ बड़ा करना है. Because I really think that we rediscovered our brain cells a little bit more because of lack of opportunities that were there at that time. And I think you touched a great point there. But as Shashank mentioned, age, sir, you are, like we mentioned, 50 plus where you're ranked. And as you go across the world and you've noticed, social media also has made the world a little smaller. What's the enthusiasm like in Southeast Asia, बाकी countries में? क्या आपने देखा? What have you seen, sir? Just grab the mics.
जर्मनी में मैंने 80 साल के आदमी को खेलते देखा.
80 साल?
80 साल.
My God.
फिट था. मतलब फिटनेस के लिए ये गेम मेरी एज के लिए ज़्यादा है. मतलब मैं फिट रह सकता हूँ ये गेम के.
और कंपैरेटिव स्ट्रीक वैसा ही है कि सर, मतलब हराना तो हराना ही है.
मतलब आज ये टूर्नामेंट जो हो रहा है इसमें 50 प्लस में 24 पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं.
Are you serious? Actually, I am 43. I should not think 50 plus is very big. It doesn't seem so far away now for us. पहले ऐसे लगता था ना 50 plus. Yeah. So yeah. Sir, वो 80 वाला बोलो, better है sir वो. 70, 80 वाला बोलो, वो better है.
ये 90 इयर्स तक का इसमें लिमिट है.
Sir, this is brilliant. Wow, इसके लिए तालियां यार. This is तालियां. Yes. Last time I had seen this kind of age was only in marathons. ख्वाजा सिंह ना 100 की उम्र में वो मैराथन कर रहे हैं. But this is brilliant what it is. So you were the first person who told Shashank, listen, you're not alone, huh? There are more people. So इसकी story बताओ sir.
So I basically started playing in 2015.
Right.
Okay,
So you are the first player on this panel to start playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right then when I played for the first time, I happened to play at Jamnabai school,
Right.
and I was really surprised that a game existed like this and was already being played. So from 2008 up to 15,
Right.
the game was there in existence, but it was at a slower pace. It's a very difficult game for people to make understand. So as Shashank also said, once he saw it first time in 2018, ये क्या game है? So that's the first perception. But trust me, if you start playing it for like 7-8 times,
Right.
after that you will be after my life. Mir, I want to play till I die. That's the exact nature of the game.
let's be honest now, before I move on. Facility wise, you can convert a baddie court, you can convert maybe even a tennis court by bringing lines in the middle. So as such, it's not so difficult for conversion, right? You can have multiple courts being used for multiple purposes. Am I right about that?
Yes, so in fact, the cost of developing a court here, if there is a badminton or a tennis court, it's zero. So you
that's
just
brilliant.
make the lines.
You just make the lines only.
Those are tapes which are easily available in the market.
Wow, so this is the perfect. No cost to make the courts. This is the best part. Now this is should be a key line. Pickleball is for everyone with no cost involved to make it.
You can't say that because then we start infrastructure. They zero में बना के दो.
And speaking of infrastructure, being a developer, sir, you are you planning to give जो आजकल amenities आती हैं buildings में? Are you planning to hard sell your pickleball in the amenities of your buildings you are making?
Yeah, so thanks to social media now, all the developers are like, we want to start this as a part of an amenity in all the schemes.
Right.
And we have already got 3 contracts today
Wow.
only.
Talia, this is good news.
So everyone saw this game on the social media and they realized that this game is more competitive also, and it's not more stressful also to all the, and this game can be played from the age of 8
Yes.
till, like Suresh bhai said, 90, and
Right.
there is no age barrier, there is no gender barrier for this game, which is very unique about this game.
Yeah, actually here you are able to negate the gender barrier because it's about कलाइयों और skill. वो तो बहुत लोगों में हो सकता है. It's not like about endurance also. That is a big deal. You know, and when we talked about, sir, just the general perception of, you know, when people say logistics wise and all, you know, so when you're looking at cost, logistics and people involved, what's your thought when you tell people, listen, I'm involved with pickleball? So yes, of course, first question में क्या है ये, उसका गूगल में चेक कर लिया, 5 सेकंड में 5 वीडियो आ जाते हैं. मैंने भी यही किया था 28. अरे वाह, अरे सर अमेरिका में तो बहुत टाइम से खेल रहे हैं. This is my first reaction. But beyond that, the next question that people say is, चल पाएगा? What do you have to say to that?
No, this is the first thing what you said, that it is the first question for everyone. But 100% हमारा aim यही होता है कि आप चलो और खेलो. Because once you play, I am very much sure that, as Meet said, couple of times you play, you are not going to leave this game. And this is what we follow, that you come and play. We keep clinics and demos for everyone, like once a week or twice a week, and let them play. Let them have the feel of the game, and then they definitely start with it 100%.
वैसे टीम के क्लियर earmark definitions होते हैं. Somebody is doing the finance, somebody is doing this, somebody is doing that. But as a team, they all really actually talk like that. When all meet in a group, or who's like who decides everything? See, Shashank is a director on his film set. Is he allowed to be director here also?
Yeah. I mean, we all are working as a team and doing good. That's the reason we are here.
It's a
today.
brilliant diplomatic answer.
Why do you think he gets government tenders? Because of his diplomacy.
Yeah. Seema ji, आप इसमें आ गए हो. Difficult to convince you. I must say, first of all, you know what you're doing a brilliant job with that. You know, I think just going out there, कहना बड़ा आसान होता है ना. Let me give some opportunities to children that don't have all the means. But beyond the point of time, everyone starts to say, is it worth it? Can I, you know, so that you're doing it for so long and you've been recognized also is brilliant. But this is a great way. Sport is the future, I think, for all sports in India. But this is a different kind of sport. One second, we'll just restart the lights. बाहर निकल गया, just आपके बाजू में ही है नीचे, अंदर डाल दो बस. थोड़ा दूर रहना, अगर वो इलेक्ट्रिक्यूट हो गया, you should not be.
Salil, you also join our organizing team.
Absolutely, sir.
यहीं से खड़े से सब organize
हो गया चालू हो गया.
Yes. So just for you to come on board, did it take like क्या होता है ना जब people are playing, I also have not played. एक phone call लगा, थोड़ा discussion हुआ. आपके साथ भी ऐसे ही था? Was it easy for you to come on board or what? What was the magic words?
See, as a founder of Mega's Ray, I'm working for society.
Right.
जब भी मुझे मौका मिलता है सोसाइटी के बेटरमेंट के लिए काम करना, और स्पोर्ट्स जो है हमारे इंडिया में बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट हो गया है और इसका फ्यूचर बहुत ब्राइट है. और जब मैं शशांक जी से मिली और इन्होंने मुझे इस गेम के लिए स्पोर्ट्स को इंट्रोड्यूस किया, मेरे लिए पहली बार मैंने इस स्पोर्ट्स को सुना था और मुझे अच्छा लगा, इसका कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छा लगा. और थ्रू मैं NGO में अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाश करती हूँ लोगों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म देने के लिए, और मुझे ये बहुत अच्छा लगा. तो इसके लिए मैं इस स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ना चाहिए और मैं इसके लिए शशांक जी को थैंक्स बोलती हूँ कि मुझे भी इसका पार्ट बनाया इन्होंने.
इतना बोलना काफी होगा. शाम को जब होगा आपको भी एक आध बार मारना पड़ेगा पैडल के साथ.
डेफिनेटली
ये करना होगा.
But मैं
आई वुड लव टू.
एक चीज जरूर कहना चाहूँगा. हमारे इवेंट पार्टनर्स हैं, एमटी है, दाऊद कमरान हमें हेल्प कर रहे हैं. और जैसे मैंने उनको स्पोर्ट के बारे में बताया, इन्होंने बोला कि शशांक वी हैव टू गो टू मेघाश्रय फाउंडेशन, बिकॉज उनका जो विजन है इट इज़ बेटरमेंट ऑफ सोसाइटी. They are already doing great work when it comes to underprivileged children, to the girl child education in this country. But उनका एक जो vision है, it's broader than just that.
Wow.
She doesn't limit education to just saying books and pens.
Correct.
Education, sports education is the greatest education.
Fun is important. बच्चे तभी तो खेलेंगे और पढ़ेंगे.
और मुझे लगता है जो लोग sporting background से आते हैं ना, वो life में defeat better handle कर सकते हैं. They actually know how to rise after they fall down. You know, so a lot of times जब मेरी भी कोई पिक्चर अगर नहीं चली तो बोलते हैं how do you handle it? I said I'm an athlete. I know how to bounce back.
Correct.
तो I think उनका vision from Megashray is that society का जो education है it can happen in many ways, and I think that's how it became a perfect fit.
Yes, totally
एक
agree.
और भी चीज होता है, अगर पिक्चर अभी नहीं चली 2 साल थोड़ा गैप लेना पड़ता है. 3 का गैप लोगे तो क्या पता थोड़ा और पैसे भी बढ़ जाएंगे. बट जाते बिफोर आई इंट्रोड्यूस आवर प्लेयर्स, जस्ट वन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. ये पिकल बॉल शब्द कहाँ से निकला था? Who chose this all over the world? Like where did it start? Somebody had
उसको हम लोग भी ढूंढ रहे हैं.
pickleball.
I only wish they would have kept a better name.
It was this ball a smelly ball? मतलब ऐसा कुछ हुआ होगा ना?
Because I remember my mother saying कि तुम अचार के साथ क्या कर रहे हो? I said नहीं, it's not अचार, it's pickle. I think the concept of pickleball was कि अगर इस sport में कोई zero पे हार जाता है,
हाँ.
we have a phrase that says he got pickled. He was zero पे हार गया. So that's how it came in. Game तो invent हुआ था 1955-65 में. तो वो लोग
ये ब्रिटिशर और अमेरिकन लोगों ने ना बहुत अलग बना दिया इसको.
उन्होंने अच्छा नाम रख दिया.
So the story goes is in 1965,
Right.
4 guys who started playing at a court.
Yeah.
When they were playing with this some kind of a ball, not really the same ball.
Right.
So their dog's name was actually Pickle. That's the story. So the game got its name from there.
Yeah.
And then since the name Pickle came in, so there are certain terminologies related to the game,
Right.
such as the kitchen line, and these are the terms which are there.
Right.
It's all related to kitchen, but it does not mean at all that it's a kitchen household game.
How did they know that 70 years later it would become so big?
Yeah, so it's super big, and people like Bill Gates and everyone, all of them play this game right now.
Wow. What a story, huh? Imagine we're also learning this a little bit today. Okay, now like I said, the most important part is all way right there in the middle. Right in the middle. In the middle, yeah, so that the press catches you. And then just, we'll take the mic as well. I love these words attached with you. Ranked the #1 tennis player in India, gold, silver, bronze medal, winning everywhere. It becomes so easy for players, once they start winning, that's what people think, to go from one sport to another sport. But was this just a very simple extension? I was discussing with Shashank. A lot of tennis players wo mid court mein start karte hain warm up. So was this just an extension where pickleball happened just like that or no?
I had stopped playing professionally
Right, yeah.
about 10 years back because tennis, there's a lifeline to it.
Yes.
And then I got introduced to pickleball and
Yes.
we got into it. Your question with regards to how easy
Easy the transition. Yes.
Yeah, see, we already have a technique.
Right.
So for us to play is easy, but it is a total different thing. So there's a lot of patience, aggressiveness, and plus at the same time to be defensive.
Right.
There are a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but it's so addictive as they all say.
You are winning gold medals everywhere. आपके लिए क्या challenging है? Singles, doubles सब में जीत रहे हो. Who is challenging you? I want to know this.
Abroad, yes. India, maybe.
No problem. You don't have to be modest. The #1 player. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Isha. Thank you. Please have a seat. See, this is the problem. Professional sports players ना बहुत humble होते हैं. जो ज़्यादा बोलते हैं.
Hello everybody.
Sir, thank you so much for joining us. ये तो सारे आपके दूसरे achievements हैं. But you are also a banker and financial advisor. तो पहले मैं ये सवाल करता हूँ सर, अभी मार्केट जैसे चल रहा है ना, जो #1 चीज है और ट्विटर और अभी इन्वेस्ट करें या थोड़ा सा दूर रहे? But the second question will be about pickleball. पहले ये बताओ.
So you want a standard answer or you want an honest answer?
No, honest answer, sir. Honest answer.
So honest answer is I think depending upon your financial goals, I think investment is the best way to plan your future. Now it could be through a real estate investment, it could
Yes.
be equities,
जी.
or it could be any other investment. Primarily depending upon your goals. That's the honest answer. So there is no there's no set formula.
Correct.
So probably that I can relate to pickleball now. That I can relate to pickleball now. If you ask me the next question, I have a ready answer.
Is it?
Okay, yeah.
Pickleball itself is picking up, right? As we, my God, that's also matching now. But it's true, it is picking up, and it's spreading. Like I said, मैं shocked था when I got to know that 350 people had sort of given entries.
Yeah.
In Goa, almost 250 plus. पहले इतने सारे प्लेयर खेल रहे हैं ये बात अलग है.
Yeah.
फिर कंपैरेटिव लेवल पर खेल रहे हैं ये दूसरी बात है.
Yeah.
और तीसरी बात ये है कि it's not yet a league, which is we're going to come to a discussion on now.
Absolutely.
But the kind of interest is incredible. So are you shocked also about this?
Probably I'll relate to one advertisement that's doing rounds recently, you know.
Right.
Sports कब extracurricular activity बन गया पता नहीं, right? So I think all of these guys have proved that sports is not just an extracurricular activity. If you want to really make it part of the activity, then you have to put that effort and reach to the masses, right? And एक पुरानी कहावत है कि कारवा बढ़ता गया लोग जुड़ते गए.
Right.
So I think this sport is sort of a family game. So when you play along with the player.
Right.
Right? तो होता क्या है कि as Shashank would agree, once you come and meet people, it has been if you ask me, it has been a very humbling experience, right? हमारे my parents and your parents and everybody, life, there's a saying that life begins at 40.
Right.
When I turned 40, I could not relate to that phrase, being in.
I want you to look straight into the cameras and talk. Like think I'm standing behind there.
नमस्कार सब लोग को.
तेजस कैसा है? मतलब सिचुएशन ऐसा हो जाता है ऑलवेज लोग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं. आप एक्साइटेड कितने हो यार? अगर ये लीग बन रहा है, ये बड़े बड़े लोग आ रहे हैं, बड़े बड़े लोग इन्वॉल्व हो जाएंगे. ड्रीम हर किसी का अलग रहती है कि मुझे एक अच्छा प्लेयर बनना है, लेकिन वो अच्छा प्लेयर बन के देख रहा कौन है? यही पहले सवाल होते थे. मुझे याद है जब कुछ ऐसे टूर्नामेंट्स में यूट्यूब पर 20 लोग देख रहे होते थे तो लोग बोलते थे मैं खेल किसके लिए रहा हूँ. तो नाउ व्हेन यू हैव टेलीविजन और यू हैव ऑल दिस मीडिया, तो क्या बोलना चाहेंगे सारे फाउंडर्स को भी, प्लस आपके बारे में भी क्या बताना चाहेंगे पब्लिक को? सीधा देख के बताओ.
सर मेरे को पहली बात मतलब पब्लिक को नहीं दिखाना, मेरे को मेरे लिए खेलने का पहले से. जैसे खेल रहा हूँ वैसा आगे तक खेलते रहूंगा. पहले 20 लोग देखते थे, अब 400 देखेंगे, खेलते रहूंगा सर.
मम्मी पापा क्या बोलते हैं आप जो, क्योंकि लीग अब थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया, अभी फोटो उठा जाएगी, अखबार में आएगी, थोड़ा सा तो रहता है ना यार.
मम्मी पापा बहुत खुश है सर.
बस सिंपल है. सच्चा खिलाड़ी ऐसे ही होता है, ज्यादा बोलता नहीं है ना. बस आदित्य रोयला
इसके में खिलाड़ी नहीं बन पाया.
सर इसलिए हम लोग कमेंटेटर साइड में रहते हैं. वी आर ऑल दोस पीपल. अगर आईपीएल हमारे टाइम में आया होता ना, हम लोग का ये सब है. हम लोग नेट बॉलिंग भी करते हैं, बट रियलिटी इज वेरी डिफरेंट. आदित्य रोयला द नंबर 1 रैंक प्लेयर इन इंडिया एंड एशिया, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. I love it when he's number 1 ranked. He's already a fan favorite. His trophy cabinet shining with gold. Asian Pickleball Open, Thailand World Pickleball Championship, Bali, Indian Masters 22, सब जगह नंबर 1 है यार. तालियां हो जाए. Big round of applause for him. Aditya, please.
Thank you for your kind words and namaste to everyone.
तुम definitely 6+ हो.
I'm 6'1".
Yay! Well done, buddy. I can stand lower and look shorter. Looks good. All these lovely words are there. You've got to look in front. You've got a mark on your back always when you're number 1 in the country. सब लोग ये बोलते हैं कि मुझे ऐसे बनना है, मुझे इसकी तरह बनना है. So they start watching the game a little bit closer. Whenever you see earlier, we used to not have footages of the best ranked players in the country. Now people study them. As competitiveness increases, as prize money will increase, all these things will happen. Have you sort of studied your own game and do you watch your competitors as well to figure out कि यार मेरी chinks in the armor क्या है? क्या मुझे better करना है? What do I need to make better?
So my coach was a former number 1.
Right.
So I always, he's my mentor and I always look up to him. Everything I am today is just because of him. And so thank you Nikhil Bhaiya. And I want to answer you, yeah, I do watch my game where I make mistakes, where I'm not smiling in front of the camera, where I'm just that point. So I do watch my games.
How much of pickleball is about even the flamboyance of a player? A lot of sports are about. I'll give a classic example. Steve Waugh and Mark Waugh. Both were great players, but somehow because of the way Mark used to play, people used to love him more.
Yeah.
But Steve Waugh made twice the number of runs. but यार उसको कम मिलता था. So how much of it is flamboyance also in pickleball? Like even Agassi, he used to wear his multicolored clothes and come and play, and they found him exciting and Sampras boring. Eventually, we all know who won more Grand Slams. So in this case also, is it something like that also, that you have some colorful players who are more flamboyant, but you might be technically a little better? Is that comparison there in pickleball as well?
I don't think so. The plus point of pickleball is that my plus point is I have a good height, good reach, and I've played professional tennis for 6 years, so helping me in the way. And yeah, pretty much that's it.
So you basically need to, if you're 6'6", you will win all the time, is it? Right, so I get it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, buddy. Thanks so much. Dhire you're getting all the insights of what will actually help you win. But yeah, height is a very, very big thing that's going to be your problem, so as to say.
I think the first thing is to create awareness of the game itself. I think if within the next 6 to 8 months we can remove the doubts of the name, like the minute I go to someone and say, hey, I'm here for pickleball, they should know what the game is.
Right.
Rather than saying, acha, ye kya hai? So I think once the awareness increases, people automatically, we live in such a strong social media world that the minute you hear something new, you want to go and click and figure out what it is.
True.
So the minute people all across the country just start hearing pickleball, they'll start going and clicking on videos. They start seeing videos, they'll start seeing the game, and then they'll start realizing that Indians are doing very well at the game. We are performing at the domestic level, at the Asia level already. Our aim is that soon we have an interaction with the American players, because that's where the game is being played at the highest level as of now. And I feel this is one game where we can all compete together, because if you remember tennis in the 50s and 60s, we did very well because it was more skill based and less power. Here again, power and speed, of course, that's become the game of athleticism right now, but still it's a very skill based game. And I think Indians have the advantage when it comes to racket sports. Last 3 years we've been performing phenomenally well in badminton as well. We've had performances which we've never seen before. So I think this is a game very well suited for us, and I think our aim really is to just create awareness for the next year and a half, so that now when we start going and meeting more sponsors, more people, so that we can increase the prize money in the game. We need to come to a stage where anyone who picks up a paddle believes they can make a career with this sport. And the minute that mindset comes in, no parent will stop the child from playing, right? We spoke about our times when you wanted to be cricketers or tennis players, and the parents were like, but what's the future, right?
True.
The minute IPL came in, it just revolutionized the way cricket was also seen, right? Now we don't have stories of a child saying, मैं cricket खेलना चाहता था, but मम्मी पापा मना कर.
Correct.
Today, mummy papa are like, beta, IPL contract. So I think the mindset will change only once people start realizing that it's a sustainable game. You can make a career out of it. And the good thing is, you can actually have a 25-30 year career in this game. So if you start playing this game as a 15-year-old, you can actually play at a very high level till the age of 41, 42. You can compete with the young guns at that age. I mean, Roger Federer showed it at the age of 40. He could compete. This game is actually, I would push it till 45. So it's a sustainable game. It's a game which is, as I've already mentioned, it's cost effective. But I think our role is going to be awareness and trying to ensure that there are enough tournaments across India as well, so that young players can just look at the tournaments and say, hey, I can make a career in this. I might probably make more money than an NBA does. And I think if we are successful at that, then this game is really going to become.
I think it's the right time also. People are looking at alternate careers also. कुछ और भी करना चाहते लाइफ में. Schooling में बहुत जरूरी.
जो है, अगर आप स्कूल में उसको करिकुलर में डालते हैं तो उसको प्रमोट करने में और उसको रिकॉग्नाइज होने में इजी हो जाता है. पेरेंट्स भी उसको इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं जब स्कूल उसको ऐड ऑन करता है. अदरवाइज बहुत लाइटली लिखते हैं. तो मुझे लगता है स्कूल अगर इसको ऐड करता है तो डेफिनेटली स्पोर्ट्स को एक ताकत मिलता है और सब लोग इसको वैल्यू करते हैं.
Just to update also ki in the current Olympics that's going to happen, they're already planning to showcase pickleball for the future Olympics as well.
That's big.
So there is a
Wow.
realistic possibility that maybe in 28 or 32, pickleball already becomes an Olympics.
और ये बहुत बड़ी बात इसलिए है क्योंकि क्रिकेट पिछले 30 सालों से ट्राई कर रहा है और ये नहीं हो पा रहा है वहाँ पे. So I guess नहीं, because उनको ये realize होता है कि number of countries playing.
तू हमारा झगड़ा क्रिकेट से मत करवा.
Sorry यार.
हम लोग पिकल बॉल प्रमोट करने आए.
मैं बस बोल रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे ये जीत रहे हैं.
ये प्लीज मत कहीं बोलेगा.
But it's very important. Why? Because once you get Olympic recognition ना, then everything changes. It happens to a lot of sports also. आप अपने लोगों के बीच में थोड़ी ना खेलना चाहती. You want to take it on a global level also. So this is also collectively for all of you all. How did you all think of suddenly doing this on a larger level?